Hello, and welcome back to the Scorching Hot Takes podcast. This is part 3 of my album tour record collection series. I'm sure you've just watched the second part, so I won't go too much into the intro. I'll just get straight on with the rest of the 1980s collection. First up, the Stranglers, La Folie. This is an original copy as well, which is quite cool to have. Fairly good condition. I found this with Shine So Hard, Deco and the Bunnymen live album in Camden Market. It's a very good album. Golden Brown's obviously the standout. I'm going to see the Stranglers and the Buzzcocks in Lincoln this summer, so that should hopefully be good, and I probably need to listen to this a bit more so I know all the words. And then I said that this would be coming. The Smiths, self-titled debut album. I think this is my personal favourite Smiths album. I'm a massive Johnny Marr fan. Saw him at Scarborough Open Air Theatre last year. He's just brilliant. He's such a cool guy. And I think this is probably his best album that he's on in terms of guitar work. Riffs like... what would I say is the best one? Oh, they're all so... Probably What Difference Does It Make might be the best. Still Ill's an amazing song. Miserable Lie's definitely a good... Oh, it's just such a good album. I think Johnny Marr, Andy Rourke and Mike Joyce as a band, as obviously Morrissey's the singer, but like just for the instrumental section of it, are so tight and well knit together. And I don't think it gets much better than them three. Morrissey's definitely interesting. I personally like his voice. However, sometimes I don't like some of the things that his voice is saying. Next up, we have Meat is Murder. Also an absolutely incredible album. I do think it's slightly not quite as good, but The Headmaster's Ritual, Barbarism Begins at Home, and Well I Wonder definitely stands out on this. I can't really stand Meat is Murder, to be honest. Thankfully, it's the outro, so I usually turn it off before that even comes on. But yeah, this is an incredible album. Definitely one you should have. It's beautiful. It's a lovely, lovely vinyl. It's a lovely album. If you've not listened to the Smiths, I do think you should start with... maybe start with Queen is Dead. Anyway, you probably have listened. You will have if you're watching this, but yeah, I'm sure you agree. Incredible album. Now we have a compilation. The World Won't Listen. There's some really good stuff on this. London is a personal favourite that's on here. What else is on here that I really... Oscillate Wildly is a great one. Big Mouth Strikes Again is the first song I ever learnt on guitar. This is just a great compilation album. This makes you realise that the Smiths really do just have banger after banger after banger. And yeah, definitely a good compilation to have if you don't already. Now, this is a band that I hadn't actually got massively into. Pretenders. This is a compilation of the singles. A personal favourite of mine is Middle of the Road. I just think that's a great song. I love the harmonica. But I can't really say much because I've got to be honest, I've not really dived into the Pretenders really. But yeah, this is supposed to apparently have a free poster in it. However, it does have a poster. Oh, I've not actually looked at this. Let's do an unboxing together. Oh, that's actually really cool. However, I'm worried that I'm going to break it. I think this is quite old. There we go. That's really cool, actually. I might have to get into them just so I can put that up somewhere. Anyway, I'm going a bit off topic. I'll put that away later. Okay, we move on to an absolute favourite of mine. However, I've not even put the albums in chronological order, so bear with just for a moment. Cocteau Twins. Absolute favourite of mine. Elizabeth Fraser is just one of my favourite people that have ever existed. Guthrie's guitar work on all of their albums is incredible. However, this is one of my favourite guitar albums of all time. There is not many albums you will hear that sound like this. It's so unique. This is Head Over Heels, by the way. Some of the songs on this are absolutely incredible. Sugar Hiccup is an incredible one. In Our Angelhood, I think, is personal favourite of mine. And then I can't remember what it's called, the one on the other side. Oh yeah, the outro, Musette and Drums, I think it's called. I think that's how you pronounce it. This is just an absolutely incredible album. I'd say Cocteau Twins, for starting with them, maybe listen to Heaven or Las Vegas, and then maybe go backwards chronologically, because the earlier you get, they definitely get a much more I can't get this bloody back in. Bear with. Oh, it's doing it, not sideways. Yeah, Cocteau Twins are an absolutely brilliant band. I'm sure you've all heard of them, but like if you've not properly got into them, I'd say work backwards from Heaven or Las Vegas. And this is just an absolutely incredible album, so definitely you should be excited for when you reach that one. As well as probably one of the most mystical albums ever made, Treasure. Now, this was a gift to me, and it is just an incredible one. Songs on it's such an interesting album. There is not many albums that are very sonically similar to this, and Cocteau Twins as a whole, to be fair. But songs like Lorelei, personal favourite, Persephone, Ottily's a good one. They're all great. This is an absolutely great album. And they're just such an interesting band. There really isn't. I mean, obviously there's other dream pop bands, but there's no one that has the range that Cocteau Twins do between the kind of ferocious stuff on the last album, like In Our Angelhood, and songs like Eva on this. Like, they're just such an incredible band. And their personal favourite record of mine is their collaboration album with Harold Budd, which is called The Moon and the Melodies. Now, I'm sure you will have had some songs on this, probably See Swallow Me seems to be a fan favourite. However, I genuinely think Why Do You Love Me might be one of the best songs ever made. This is such an album that's deep-rooted in my soul. I think it's just genuinely an absolute masterpiece. There is nothing that's ever been made that's as beautiful as this. I think it maybe it's definitely in my favourite albums of all time, 100%, definitely, but I think this is probably the album that I think is the most beautiful that's ever been made. And yeah, I really recommend you listen to this. But make sure you're in the right mood for it, because it's definitely a late night one. Now, another fairly recent pickup, 1987, The Wake, Here Comes Everybody, Factory Records, signed band. This album is absolutely amazing. Melancholy Man is a personal favourite, and the outro, Here Comes Everybody, I really enjoy. I really love the album art of this one. I think album art is so important, and this is definitely a personal favourite album cover of mine. And they're a pretty cool band, to be fair. They've got some good little photos in here. I'll just give you a look at them. But yeah, I only got this recently. I'd been listening to Melancholy Man just online quite a lot, and then I found this in Jumbo Records in Leeds, and I knew I had to pick it up. And it came with a bonus single, which has Talk About the Past on it. There is multiple versions on it on streaming, but this is the 7-inch version. Absolutely give it a listen. The synth work is incredible. Bass line amazing. There's a great jangly guitar to it. It's amazing. On the topic of jangly guitars, another personal favourite of mine, the Wedding Present George Best album. Now, this is absolutely incredible. David Gedge, personal hero of mine. I think he's brilliant. The guitar work on this is just so unique. It's so of its time. The songwriting is so English. It's so especially northern. I just love it. The first two songs, Everyone Thinks He Looks Daft and What Did Your Last Servant Die Of, definitely my favourites, but Nobody's Twisting Your Arm, a single that was released around the same time as this, that's also an absolutely incredible song. And yeah, if you've not listened to The Wedding Present before, absolutely have a look into them. I'm sure there'll be a song for you. They're very digestible. It's not particularly experimental or avant-garde. It's quite poppy. It's quite poppy for an indie record. But yeah, I love it. It's poppy but jangly. It's like it's a bit Smithsy. It's got like a later sound to it. It's like, listen to it. You'll see for yourself. And now this is an interesting one. So this is a record that was released by Creation Records, and it's called Doing It for the Kids. I think, as far as I'm aware, it's just a compilation album of singles by bands that were signed at the time. So there's some really, really good stuff on here. I don't know how rare this is, but I've never seen this anywhere else before. There's House of Love, Christine is on here. Primal Scream, All Fall Down. The Jazz Butcher, a personal favourite of mine. There's a song called Lot 49 on here, which is great. And also My Bloody Valentine, Cigarette in My Bed, which is a personal MBV favourite of mine, is on here as well. Really cool album. I think this is probably an original copy. I doubt this will have been reprinted. But yeah, if you haven't listened to this before, it's definitely a good avenue to discover some fairly much smaller bands like If Bang Pow, The Weather Prophets, Felt are a great band. Yeah, this is a really good avenue if you want to discover some late 80s indie music. So yeah, definitely look into that. Now, this is a band that I can't really get on with, to be honest. Depeche Mode. I don't think I've ever actually listened to this all the way through. They've only got a couple of songs that I think, yeah, that's all right, but I do, and that's on me. I need to sort myself out. I need to get more into them. But this is just a compilation album, Depeche Mode 101. Definitely an old one. Just nicked this off my dad. Cool album out there. Route 66 on the back. It's always cool. Yeah. Next up is Pixies, Surfer Rosa. Now this is a great album. This has got Where Is My Mind on it, obviously. This also has what's it called? I've not listened to this in ages, to be fair. This is one of the first records that I actually got. Well, I didn't buy it. Another one that I stole off Dad. I can't find the track list. Oh, it's on the front. No, it's not. It's on the back. What was it? Burn Machine, the intro. That's good. Something Against You is absolutely ruthless. They've got a really unique sound on this album. Pixies are great. If you've not got into Pixies, this is definitely a good place to start. I need to listen to this again. I used to listen to this album almost daily, like kind of 2 or 3 years ago, maybe. Definitely need to revisit it. I have one more Pixies album. It's not an album, sorry. It's a single. It's Alec Eiffel. The first time I listened to this, it was the first time I had a single. I didn't realise you had to change the play setting. So I played it like weirdly slow, and I thought it was the weirdest thing I've ever heard. But yeah, fun fact. Only listened to it a couple of times. It's got Alec Eiffel, Motorway to Roswell, Planet of Sound live, and Tame live. Yeah. Just another single here. I quite like Sonic Youth, to be fair, but I don't have any albums. I just have this Cool Thing single, which has That's All I Know right now on the other side. This was released just before Goo. And yeah, it's a really good one. Cool Thing's a great song. I think I will be buying some Sonic Youth records at some point. I just need to find the time and would like student loans to be a bit more generous. We're coming towards the end here now, and coming towards the end of the 80s in general, and we get onto the Madchester scene. Happy Mondays, Rave On. This is a single. One track on here, Hallelujah. Definitely an interesting one. Happy Mondays have such a unique sound, especially around this time, and it's quite hard to describe. It's a really good blend of guitar work and dancey stuff, and it's very culturally significant, very interesting. And if you haven't checked out Happy Mondays and think that kind of a mixture of Stone Roses and dancey stuff is your kind of thing, then absolutely check it out. And on the topic of Stone Roses, here is the Stone Roses. The Stone Roses. This is one of my favourite albums of all time. I think it's one of the best albums of all time. There is just, every song on this is just absolutely incredible. It has everything you could possibly want. I Want to Be Adored is a perfect intro. She Bangs the Drums, Waterfall, Bye Bye Bad Man, all. And then even when you get onto the second half, Made of Stone, they're all kind of short, snappy bangers. Elizabeth, My Dear, Song for My Sugar Spun Sister, all incredible. And then that last 3-track run, Shoot You Down, is that gentle bass line. I'm in love with it. And then This Is the One into I Am the Resurrection is just one of the best 2-song outros of all time. And I Am the Resurrection could potentially be, it's definitely a contender for the best outro of all time. And who knows, maybe a contender for one of the best songs of all time. You let me know. So yeah, that's the 80s of my record collection. I will be doing 90s, noughties, 2010s and 2020s shortly. So hopefully looking forward to that. Hope you're enjoying these. I'm just trying to get these videos out because I need some stuff to post over summer. Still no Sam with us, but yeah, I'm sure some of you are interested. If not, then I hope next week's video lives up to your expectations. Keep watching, Hello, do you want to come and do the outro with me?
Again, bro.
Come in, come here. Drew's here.
Hello, people.
Say bye, Drew.
Hello.
Say bye.
Bye.
Bye.